Good morning, good morning. It is April 2nd. I look like I'm filming you on a tow cam right now because I'm filming you in the dark in my bedroom because I still have a migraine and a flu, but I did want to come on and just briefly share some thoughts. You know, we are seeing right now an influx of right-wing media influencers wanting to come out and at best make apologies for their role in platforming Trump, and at worst not acknowledging the role they played in it, but continuing to use Trump to kick up views. Two instances stick out. First is, I believe his name is Andrew Schultz. So Andrew Schultz is a podcaster. I have no interest in this person. I've never watched his stuff, but what I did watch was dozens and dozens and dozens of bits of footage over the election cycle of him platforming Trump, pushing Trump, big upping Trump, telling his listeners to vote for Trump, thinking everything Trump did was just so charming and fucking funny, and bringing Trump on to shit his diaper in front of the world and convince, Andrew Schultz's following to vote for an authoritarian Nazi bigot child rapist who is also an adjudicated rapist of women, which he was found guilty in a court of law to be adjudicated in those crimes. So we watched Andrew Schultz platform this piece of shit monster, big up him, kiki ha-ha, and laugh with him like they were just old best friend drag buddies from around the block, and made a ton of money off of that, and gained a ton of access off of that. But now wants to sit on that same stage for his same platform on his same bullshit podcast and make fun of Trump. Talk about the terrible things Trump is doing and how he's got dementia and how he's lost his mind, and everyone ha he he about it. Let's turn it into a daily segment where we make fun of the things Trump has done after you spent your entire soul platforming this man and getting him elected. So now you get to double dip. You get to make money off the idiots who believed you and thought you had integrity, who then went and voted for this moron because you vouched for him. You took their money then, and now you get to take their money a second time by making hot fire content, making fun of Donald Trump because you're just so clever. You're just such a clever, funny dude, right? And none of this means anything to you as long as you get to cash that check. I think it's fucking gross. I think it's gross. I think you should be fucking humiliated that this is your life and that this is your character. Because you literally platformed a Nazi, and now the Nazi's doing Nazi things, and you want to platform jokes about how could anyone have voted for this guy. They voted for him because you told them to. You don't now get to pretend like you don't have accountability in that. Every single death of a U.S. citizen, every single body in a fucking immigration center concentration camp right now, every single family that's been split apart, every single woman who has been sexually assaulted at one of these facilities, every single body that's been crumpled under bombs in the Middle East is directly your responsibility, Andrew Schultz. The responsibility of you and your friends who, in order to put money in your pocket and look like real cool guys, platformed literal Nazis. And now you want to make money off making jokes about it. And I personally just don't think it's fucking funny. The second thing I want to talk about is Tucker Carlson. Now, Tucker Carlson came out and he made an apology. He said, I want to apologize for the role I played in this, for the role we played in this, in platforming this man, in falling for this man's lies, in convincing you to vote for him. Thanks for the apology. It's nice of you, unlike your peers, to open up your throat hole and speak with the same loudness as you did when you were platforming this man for like a decade. But it's a little bit late, Tucker. It's a little bit late. So beyond you saying, wow, we had a role in this, I need to understand what you are going to do to undo or to fix what you've built. Because it's not our job. We will do what we've continued to do this whole time, which is support our communities, develop resources, bring power to the people, help people get access to the things they need, help people to understand what they can do civically to respond, help feed our neighbors, help get them something to eat. Do the things that we as citizens do to keep our country running every day, while these fucking morons in power do everything they can to destroy our lives. And these millionaire media bros seal clap on the sidelines for whichever side's going to make them more money. Tucker Carlson is extraordinarily transparent that you are just trying to cut your jib into whichever side of this MAGA culture war you think is going to make you the most money in the long term, because the Tucker Carlsons of the world, and eventually maybe if they grow a brain cell, the Andrew Schultzes of the world are going to start realizing that you have allowed a precedent to be set. And I always share this with my followers. What these MAGA fucking morons don't understand, when they are seal clapping for people's rights being taken away, it sets a precedent that your rights can be taken away when power flips. And I guarantee you, all this shit that they're celebrating in the streets, that they're acting like was worth having to pay $7 a gallon for gas, or not be able to buy a pound of meat to feed their family, all those things that they want to clap on their chest and be like, it was worth it because I get to be a racist, bigoted loser, are going to realize that when power shifts, the government is coming after you. Everything you did, everything you said, everything you celebrated, you have set a precedent that our government can come after you for those things. So every time you celebrate a protester getting shot in the face, or every time you celebrate someone's literal freedom of press or free speech rights being dangled and tangled up in the court by these Nazi losers, I hope you understand that when the tides turn, we will be able to tie your loser ass up in court. We will be able to come after your freedom of speech. We will be able to come after your right to protest. So the next time you want to pull a January 6th treasonous terrorist insurrection on our government, if you can schedule it in between, I don't know, raping and molesting children and disowning your own families, you could pencil in another insurrection. Be aware of the precedents that have been sent to round you up and send you overseas to a literal fucking gulag. You celebrated it when it happens to American citizens who get caught up in these immigration raids, and we're going to celebrate it when it happens to you for setting this fucking precedent. This is the world you wanted to live in. This is the world you seal clapped for. There will be consequences. The apologies are not enough. If you were swayed by MAGA and you are now coming out of the other side and you don't want to be a Trumper anymore, I absolutely welcome you into this space where you can learn and grow and understand and deprogram yourself and see how the government works. But it's going to take a hell of a lot more than a oopsie, my bad, before people are willing to accept that you were willing to vote away our human rights, that you were willing to celebrate the dismantling of our United States Constitution, that you were just doing cartwheels on fucking TikTok in celebration, wearing a diaper and a maxi pad stuck to your ear in celebration of a fake assassination attempt. It's going to take a lot more for us to say it's okay. So Tucker, I don't know, feel free to send us all a check or something. I don't know.